In a distant land across the Anacostia River, tucked far from the powerful and the privileged, lived a young woman named Mia. Her neighborhood, known to the world as the housing projects, she lovingly called Project Ville. To Mia, Project Ville was a battleground of good and evil. The villains were the drug dealers. The heroes were the faithful churchgoers. And the warlocks, witches, and sorcerers? Those were the ones who peddled their magical powders and potions on every corner. But Mia dreamed of something more. She longed for love, for a kind husband, and for a life far beyond the shadows of Project Ville. Quietly, she wrote everything down: her hopes, her fears, her observations, filling journals with the stories she wished she could one day share with the world. As the church prepared for a revival, Mia wanted desperately to attend, but she had no dress, no shoes, nothing that matched the elegance of the church ladies she admired. Her hope began to fade, until a white VW Tiguan pulled up. Aunt Evelyn stepped out, Mia's confidant, her safe place, the one who knew every secret dream. And she came bearing gifts: a green linen dress, a shawl, a black hat, patent leather pumps, and a matching purse. Everything Mia needed to walk into that revival with dignity. "Sweetheart," Aunt Evelyn said, "it's time for you to be saved. Jesus can bring you joy. He can take you out of the projects. Believe in him." And Mia did, with her whole heart. That night at the revival, surrounded by music, praise, and the thunder of worship, something inside her broke open. Tears streamed down her face, not from sadness, but from a soul finally finding rest. Mia stepped forward and was baptized in the name of Jesus. In that water, she felt her old life wash away. She rose renewed, reborn, ready for whatever God had planned. At the dinner afterward, she sat beside a man who shared how Christ had blessed him with a new job, as a publishing editor and agent. Mia took a leap of faith and revealed her secret. She had been writing a novel about her life in Project Ville. But before she could say more, the church clock struck midnight. She rushed out to return her aunt's car, unaware that one of her homemade business cards had slipped from her purse. The man found it on the church steps, and he knew he had to find her. The next morning, Mia woke singing gospel hymns, filled with hope. A knock came at the door. It was the man from church. His name was Ulysses Smith. He asked to read her manuscript, and when he finished, he looked at her with awe. "This is a masterpiece," he said. "Let's publish it. Let's turn it into a series." And so they did. Under the pen name M.Z. Edwards, Mia's Project Ville series exploded across the world. 1 million copies sold in the United States within 72 hours. Awards poured in. Her identity remained a mystery. And Mia, once a quiet girl with a dream, became a millionaire. Ulysses rose with her, becoming one of the most respected publishing agents in the country. Their partnership blossomed into love. A year later, he proposed. Mia said yes. They built a new life together in Georgetown, far from the struggles of Project Ville. And back home, something miraculous happened. The community transformed. The warlocks and witches found salvation. The churchgoers filled the streets. Light replaced darkness. Mia and Ulysses lived happily ever after. And Project Ville was never the same. The end. You've been listening to Mia Z. Edwards. Stories. New stories arrive daily, except on Saturdays and Sundays, my rest days. Until then, stay inspired, stay creative, and let your imagination run wild.